having a good time here? I'm having a good time. Jeff here for JeffDeWitt.com. That's Jeff with one F. Like, subscribe, and share this video. It really helps me out. I appreciate it. So today, I'm going to talk to you about the 20-second rule. What is it? Man, I love this thing. Don't get stuck on the actual 20 seconds in the name of it, though. It's really about making success easier. Who doesn't want that? Because we often do the opposite. We make New Year's resolutions to start working out in the coldest, darkest months of the year. So you're telling me I'm going to have to go start the car so it warms up. You have to go put your gym clothes on. Wait a minute, where did I leave my headphones at? Where are they? Then you have to bundle up and prepare for the wintry mix outside. No thanks. When you're about to leave, oh crap, is my phone charged? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already discouraged just thinking about it. Don't do this to yourself. Please. We should make mid-year resolutions instead. We should. We really should. I've even used a 20-second rule to get sober, and I'll show you how I did this a little later on, so stay tuned. So what is this thing? And what am I talking about exactly? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Plain and simple, the 20-second rule increases your chances of success. The idea comes from The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor. If you've seen my other videos, you've heard me talk about this book before. It was really impactful. Shawn talks about making success easier by putting things in your path. You don't put these things out of reach, because little things actually make a huge difference when you're trying to reach your goals. Something as little as 20 seconds might actually discourage you. I'll amend that right now. It will discourage you. I'm living proof of that. Okay, in the example I used before, if I have to go hunt for my headphones when I'm trying to go to the gym, I'm not gonna wanna go to the gym even more. I probably don't even wanna go at all. I'm just making it harder on myself. I'll get discouraged. The opposite is also true. Make bad habits harder to maintain. So, for example, if you want to stop eating so much ice cream, don't keep the fridge stocked with ice cream. If I have to drive for ice cream, I'm probably not going to eat ice cream. But if it's in the other room, if it's in the fridge, if it's in the freezer, because that's where humans keep ice cream, in the fridge, not the freezer, I'm probably going to go get it. And look, I'm not trying to hate on ice cream. I eat ice cream for breakfast sometimes because I'm an adult and I do what I want. So I'm not making this all about ice cream. In fact, I'll transition right here. I leverage the same concept to become sober. The first thing I did was I didn't keep alcohol in the house. Yeah, that's a no-brainer for a lot of people, but yeah, somebody might need to hear that. Don't keep what you crave nearby. That's what the 20-second rule is partially about. Some of these things are common sense, but common sense isn't actually that common. Everything seems obvious after the fact. Here's where it gets harder though. I stopped putting myself in positions where I'd be around alcohol or people drinking. That's what I had to do at first. And that's not easy. Alcohol is everywhere. But this isn't a permanent solution. I'm not telling you to do this forever. Like, what are you going to do? Lock yourself in your home and never go out? You're just going to become a hermit, a shut-in? That's not the answer. No, you can't do that. That's not workable. That's not sustainable. But you do have to be wise about where you decide to go and who you decide to go with initially. And it can be challenging. The great news is that this isn't permanent. You just have to build muscle behind these new behaviors first. Like, what does that mean exactly? Well, I got the idea from Tony Robbins. You've probably heard me say this a bunch if you've watched any of my other videos. But what is building muscle behind behavior anyway? What does that even mean? Building muscle behind behavior means reinforcing it. So if you're trying to adapt some new behavior into your life, go out of your way to encourage yourself. So how do you do that? In the context of being sober, If you skip having a drink at dinner, get dessert instead. I have a sweet tooth, can you tell? But really, like, the important fact here is that the moment you make a better decision, reward yourself. Changing your way of life is about making a bunch of new associations. Associate better choices with rewards. So, to reemphasize, the 20-second rule isn't actually about 20 seconds. It's about placing things in your path so that your chances of being successful are enhanced. It's also about making bad habits harder to sustain. Rather than having to make these large, sweeping, drastic, dramatic, immediate changes, give yourself tiny advantages. But do this every single day. That's important. That is key. And this is not new. This advice is centuries old. Success is achieved not so much by great pieces of good fortune that seldom ever happen, as by little advantages that occur every single day. That's by Benjamin Franklin. He was, kind of successful. So, did he discover electricity? I don't know. Didn't he tie a key to a kite, for crying out loud? Something like that. How do you discover electricity? Anyway, do me a favor. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks.